Good morning, everybody. We are live. Yes, we are. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I am en route. I thought it would be best if I go ahead on and take this ride now, get here early, and then we can do our meditation fully with Andrea when she comes on. She probably hadn't read those she probably didn't read all those little messages I gave her. I sent her a few different messages, because I was asking if she could come on at exactly 9 o'clock, but she's not here yet. So maybe, and maybe she's on her way. So I might go in and out for a minute while I'm driving. I'm just going straight down one main street to where I'm going to, and so yeah. It might phase out on us for a minute. Just for a second, though. It ain't gonna stay like that forever. So I'm waiting on Andrea. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Tracy. Good morning, sister. Good morning to everybody. Y'all haven't chimed in. So, and it looks like Andrea is here. Add to this. Let me get let me see something here. The layout is really screwed. I don't know why my layout keeps bouncing to that. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning.
Good mo- Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you really good.
Okay. Okay,
Yes.
good.
Can you hear me?
I sure can. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm thinking I
So
should
you're in
probably.
the you're on the you're outside. You're in the car.
I'm in my vehicle. I'm just gonna head where I'm going to get
Okay.
there, and we can that way we can enjoy the meditation.
Oh yeah. You're gonna
Yeah.
meditate while you're driving? What do you mean?
No. I'll be there sure in a few. And I'm just
Oh,
saying while we're
okay.
talking and getting ready, preparing for the
Right.
meditation and just having conversation, general conversation, I
Okay,
thought I'd
cool.
drive there instead of stay home and
Yeah.
try to get the fullness of it. My mind wouldn't have been relaxed because
Yeah.
I knew I had to be somewhere at a certain time.
Right. Right.
And so my mind wouldn't have been relaxed like that. And like I was saying, and the message, I said I really needed that meditation. Though I got up this morning and did a little meditation, not a lot, because I still had stuff to prepare because I have an event that I'm working tonight, this evening.
Okay.
So I had to get up and cut cakes and package up cakes
Mm.
and and get the foods out that I'm taking with me. I have a Italian turkey sub that I'm
Hmm.
making, and I'm having a Italian beef sub. So want to
Oh,
be turkey,
cool.
want to be beef. Yeah.
Right, right. Well, that's good. So we can definitely I want to touch on the importance of why we meditate and what purpose meditation is designed for. And I know, back in the day, it's always back in the day because, in today's world, people are so busy. We're so busy. And, you and I can find ourselves so busy if we don't take time out. Or because we understand the importance, we can still find ourselves really busy
Busy.
and to the point where we're like, okay, I didn't do what I needed to do. I didn't stop. I didn't stop to listen, to meditate. And of
Right.
course, we can do that 2 or 3 times a day, but a lot of times we can be as busy as, as all day long and not take the opportunity to do that. So I wanted to mention the purpose of meditation. The purpose of meditation is actually, it's like when you have a job, the purpose of going to work and the purpose of getting a job is for security, financial security, right? So you can pay for your living quarters, you can pay your mortgage, you can pay your rent, you can pay your car note, you can pay your insurance. That's your security, and that's strictly on the human level. But if you lose that particular security, what do you have left? So the purpose of meditation is to connect with the real source. The real source It's the spirit within that knows our needs and that will provide. But that's just a statement, right? Oh, yeah, God knows my needs. And the Bible says he knew me before I was born. He knows what I have. Who is he in the first place? So we want to talk about the purpose and knowing that that spirit of God is the she, he, or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And it has no right, and it has no it doesn't judge us, it doesn't criticize us. It has no ritual rules that you have to be this religion, or you have to live here, or you have to be this. It doesn't. It is neutral. It is invisible. It has no identity and no sexual identity. It has no it's nothing that it has except it owns. It's the creator. To try to identify it as a it or this or that is like impossible, because you and I know that there are billions of people, there are billions of things, trillions of things that have been created. So therefore, how can we identify God as being one of those things? But we can identify the spirit of God as being everything, things we can't even comprehend. But to understand the purpose is to go there, is to go to the things we can't comprehend. So the purpose of meditation is to have security in the spirit, which is infinite. There's no limit on the spirit. There's no cap on the spirit. It's infinite. So we want to be able to know that when I go into my meditation, whether it's a guided meditation or me knowing that I can stop, I can pause and connect. Because guided, believe it or not, guided meditations, and I'm not talking about one, all of them, they are beautiful. The words are beautiful. The music is beautiful. It's all external.
Right.
Any guided meditation, all of them are beautiful, and they do encourage us. They inspire us. They make us feel
Right.
fantastic because we're listening to our favorite artist per se. Okay, we have a favorite artist. That artist, when that artist sing, or when that artist draw, when that artist athlete is an artist. You and I are artists, but whoever's your favorite that pleases you the
Rose.
most, it makes you feel fantastic. So when they speak in these eloquently way of speaking and these affirmations and these motivational speeches, they are all designed to help encourage us. So it's a good thing. But until we understand our purpose and go and do the meditation, we're still on the surface of physical things. We're still in the world of things, the human arena. So I want to take us above and beyond that. Today, we want to recognize the fact that, yes, these are all things that can help us by encouraging us, motivating us, making us feel we're important, making us giving us an understanding of these beautiful words. And if I don't take those beautiful words and have an understanding and knowing that where I stand is on holy ground, regardless of what others say, knowing that where I stand is where my source is, and my source will manifest on the outside, basically because I turn within to connect with that source. So we're going back to connection. We have to make that connection in the silence. Throughout the night, I try to, it's not always that way, but I try to go to sleep in a meditative state of mind. Now, don't get me wrong. When you fall asleep, you are asleep. But if you go to sleep in a meditative state of mind, and that meditative state of mind is a listening attitude, it say, God, speak, I'm listening. And you let go and you tune in. So when you wake up, a lot of times you're waking up back to that meditative state of mind of listening. And one of the most important things in your life is to be able to capture that voice when it speaks when you wake up. And today the voice said to me, get on your knees, which means you need to meditate more. You need to pray more. And that doesn't just apply to me. It applies to all of us, the entire world. With what is going on in our world, in this world, prayer is the answer. And it's not saying, how, I remember I was married to a pastor, right? And when election time came around, that's when you saw the councilmen, the senators, and the whoever they are in politics. They come to the church to solicit, but when they come to the church, the pastor knows that these people are going to draw others in. So he makes an announcement, or she makes an announcement. Okay, Senator so-and-so, Councilman so-and-so is coming in next Sunday. I want you all to be here. Knowing that when they come, there's more that are going to come. So he's going to get his election hyped up, and the church is going to get more offerings, right?
Right.
So there's a gimmick behind all of it. But so when the election comes, when we go and the councilman comes in, what are we supposed to do? Because they came in, we vote for them? No. The mistake we make is allowing them to try to get into our minds and our hearts to convince us that they're the right person. This is why meditation and prayer is so important. It's so important, and especially now, because when we meditate and we tune in and we say, God, reveal to me the right person. Who am I to vote for? And don't qualify them. Don't give them qualifications. Oh, this person has this to offer. This. No. That's on the human arena. So now we are beginning and at this moment, we're beginning to realize that when election times come, we have to do our prayers now. God, who is the right person? Don't judge. When we start judging and giving them and qualifying them.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Uh-oh. We're having our moments of freeze, you all. We are having our moments of freeze. Hey, Andrea, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I said we're having our moments of freeze where I'm freezing. Okay. I was going to say, one thing about, I was listening to Reverend Ike one evening. It was just on. I was in the kitchen actually cooking up some stuff. And I had my earbud in, and I had something on YouTube playing.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to an end. And what happened is that Reverend Ike came on. So it was continuous play, and I didn't know it was continuous play. I had it on music.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, commercial comes up, an ad comes in. I tap the skip ad. It goes back to what I was listening to, music. And then all of a sudden, I got my hands busy now. I can't mess with the phone. But all of a sudden, Reverend Ike came in.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom used to love Reverend Ike. He was very positive. One of the things he was saying was that when you go to bed at night and listening to what you're saying, it kind of ties in a lot.
Yeah.
He said, speak things of life over yourself. Yeah. Speak things of what you're pursuing. Speak your pursuits. He didn't say it those exact words, but that's what he meant. Speak
that's
life,
what he meant.
speak positive. Yeah.
Yes.
Speak what it is that I'm looking to achieve or obtain. That way, in the morning, when you wake up in the morning, you will receive these things, or you'll be guided. Exactly. Pray on it again, and then you'll be guided in those areas. You'll have those people who will come to you and specifically come to you to deal. Right. So
that are for you, for your mission, for whatever it is that you must do. See, it's like the Bible says too. There are 7,000. No, my sheep will hear my voice. That's the same phrase. Whatever is yours will come. So you don't have to pinpoint it. It will. And Reverend Ike, he was definitely for helping his people to get above the pie in the sky. Remember, he said, oh, y'all, yeah, they want us to wait for a pie in the sky and want us to serve them. But no, the pie is now.
Right.
Ask for what you want now. So I think he was, my mother loved him. I love him. I think he's great. I mean, you have to understand where he's coming from and know how to work what he's dealing with. But he's awesome. He does guided meditations as well, but his is more profound to me because he pinpoints the fact that you're not just going to sit by and wait. You're going to request. You're going to believe. You're going to know that it is yours to have. Not tomorrow, now, right? Not tomorrow, but now.
Not tomorrow, but now.
Yeah. So that's where I'm coming from. We have to realize that if we want something to happen, it's not a security in our jobs. The security is within us. It's knowing the principle behind meditation. It's knowing the principle that really meditation is the new prayer. Prayer hasn't changed. The word prayer means the same, but meditation is the new prayer. Or you can say meditation is a new way to pray. That's when you stop begging, You're not begging, God, please give me this. If you give me this, I'll do that. No, we don't petition God. We don't go and beg God for anything. We be still and we know that, believe that God, like you said, if you believe, you will receive. If you doubt, you'll do without.
Exactly.
But you have to,
And
you have to,
I'm strong with that. If you
yes,
believe, you will. Because I have always followed um um the um the code that Nathaniel, is that his name? Nate, dang, what is uh
who are you talking?
um not Augmandino, the other one.
Oh, you're talking Napoleon Hill.
Napoleon. I don't know why
Yeah.
I wanted to call him Nathaniel. I kept
I
saying
figured
that is not his
Napoleon.
name.
Now he was awesome. He's awesome. His books are awesome.
Yeah, I've always believed in whatever the mind can conceive and
It will.
believe,
Yeah.
you will ultimately achieve when
You
you
the
believe. But one of the main words he used was the word
yeah.
believe.
Believe. Believe. What did Jesus use? Your faith.
You
Believe. Faith, believe
believe.
is the same thing.
Yeah.
Believe. Do
So
you believe?
it's a subtle, not so subtle, but subtle message in believing.
Okay, let's talk about that. Believing is it can be just a word. Believing is really a feeling. I feel the truth. I know the truth. So believing is a word that you got to capture it. You've got to understand it. You've got to believe, feel it, and know it. It's not, because it's not easy to just believe in what you want to believe in, right?
No, it
You
is
know,
not.
so believe, that word belief is like faith. It's the same as faith. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, then you can go far. But if your faith got to be, it has to be there. You've got to have a belief.
Right.
You've
You got to
got to
have
believe
belief.
in it.
See, a lot of people, and I believe truly in my heart of hearts that a lot of people go into meditation that have not had, put it this way, a lot of people go into meditation that have not had their manifestations come through. And I kind of believe that the meditation is something that a lot of people are not really fully, those who are doing it, who
They
have
don't
been
understand
experienced
it.
in doing it are doing it, and those who are just doing it because they're hearing this are not really understanding the true
Exactly.
meaning right behind it. And
That's right.
in order to manifest, you have to, and let me tell you, I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you because I've experienced it on all levels. I've manifested things into my life by my attitude staying positive, looking for the best out of everything, treating people like I really want to be treated in a nice way. Because sometimes that statement, "treat people the way you want to be treated," I don't agree with that. You got a lot of people that don't know how they really want to be treated. So in order yeah, so in order to treat people the way you want to be treated, I kind of don't believe in that. Um, because some people, like I said, don't know how they want to be treated. Some people are really um, hateful, and that's what they like. Like, don't be
Well,
nice to me. And
well,
so,
see, it's
in
not,
saying
but
that, yeah,
Neela is not treating them the way they want to be treated. It's treating them with kindness no matter what.
no
You don't
matter
even want to
what,
think about
right,
what they want. You just want to be kind because you're acknowledging the presence of God in them. You're not even thinking about them. It's
right,
about the presence of God. And we really don't need to treat them any kind of way, but just be kind. When we're around them, we're just kind. Because you don't want to be around certain people anyway because their behavior. And you don't want to judge them by their behavior. So the best thing to do is be when you're around people, you meet them, is being kind and then move on.
and
That's what Jesus did.
exactly,
He moved on. That's what all the saints did. That's what people do today in the spiritual realm. So you're right. It's not that simple to treat them the way they want to be treated. They don't know how they want to be treated. And you know
right,
how you want to be treated to some extent, but how do you want to be treated by that person? You may not even want to be around that person.
right.
But,
I was just getting ready to say so. In other words, when people use that jargon about treat people the way you want to be treated, uh, and I said I don't believe in that because some people don't know how they want to be treated. But what
I
you
know.
want to do is treat them with kind and just and fairness and love anyway. Empathy as well, all of the
Mhm.
above. But
Yeah.
you might not want to entertain that spirit. So you still going to acknowledge the fact that there is the Spirit of God is in them no matter
That's
what.
right. That's the
And
key.
right, the Spirit of God is in them
Yeah.
no matter what.
No matter what. And
Because
see,
remember,
and
God
that's what you're
is
connecting with. That's what you're
right,
connecting with.
and God is all in all.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that we have to remember. God is all in
You
all.
know.
So you got
Yes.
right, and a lot of people don't have that understanding that God
Right.
is all in all.
Exactly. They don't. They
You
really
know,
don't.
and so with that being said, like Reverend Ike was telling us to do all these things, right? To do all these things, and when he's telling us that, a lot of people are not understanding that manifestation works hand in hand with meditation. So,
Yeah.
but once again, the strong point of this is to believe in your
Believe
heart of hearts, to believe with
doubt.
no doubt whatsoever. You cannot put any inkling of doubt in there, or just have in the back of your will say, well, I didn't say that, but were you thinking fully on the positive of it, or were you thinking, oh, it might be a little positive, or and did you
Yep.
this
Yep. A
could
little
happen, but
teeny doubt.
I ain't gonna think about that. Don't even say it then.
Right. Yeah.
It's a
Just a
lot
little bit
going
of
involved
doubt.
with meditation. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, and
It,
that's what Napoleon Hill said. He said, don't have a doubt. Don't let nothing negative seep into your mind. Nothing.
that's
Because
it.
that's that little doubt, that little negative that word but is a negative. Oh, I can do this, but this is going to get in my way. No, no, I'm
Yeah.
doing this. This is my
I'll tell you
calling.
something else is a negative, and a lot of people don't realize it. And I got to catch myself with doing it.
Hmm.
The word, oh, I gotta go to work. Oh, I gotta go do this. I
Yeah,
gotta means it's something that you got to do, but it's something that you're not wanting to do.
that's what it sounds like, doesn't
So
it?
it doesn't, it doesn't sound like you have joy in doing it, or it's something you want to do. It
Right.
sounds like it's something that you're being forced to do.
Yes.
And when you're being
Yes.
forced to do something, it's not as you're not enjoying it as much, and the gratitude is not where it needs to be. The level of
Right. Right.
gratitude isn't there.
Exactly. Another one.
It's
I'll try. It's not. I'll try. Yeah. I'll do this. I'm going to do this, or I'm doing this. That I'll try. I'll see if I can get there. No, you don't want to get there. You don't want to do it. So people don't realize there's certain words that they don't appear to be, they don't really appear to be negative, but they are. Just that teeny bit of negativity can throw you off. And that's why we want to focus on our words as well as our feelings,
exactly.
you know?
Always want to focus on our words as well as our feelings. Definitely
Yes,
so.
because they go hand in
Definitely.
hand.
Because it's always because our words have meaning and our words have power,
Hmm.
and and trust me, you all, let me be the one to tell y'all, this is not an easy thing to do. It's not like, oh yeah, hunky dory, we're gonna be
No,
happy, glory, joyful, and all right. No, we're not gonna worry about anything because we're humans, and we've been conditioned, as well as watching those who have gotten or who are going through um, these situations. We've been so conditioned to seeing and experiencing grief and gloom and doom, along with gladness and happiness and and excitedness. We've all experienced that, and because we're experiencing that, and we've had experience that, it's still some little inkling of it in our minds and in our heads.
exactly. Yeah,
Always.
always. It is. And that's why the words we speak, we do believe in them. That's why it's important to believe in the right words, and to know that you're making a statement because you know it's real, you know you believe it, you know it's true. So we have hazardly talk, not realizing we have put feelings behind that word, which is where the belief comes from. I
Right.
feel it's good. It's like when you
Right.
taste something, it's good. You feel the taste of it. You know it's
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
No
taste
doubt.
and see that the Lord is good.
Yes. Yes.
That right
Exactly.
there is what right. Oh, taste and see that the Lord
Yes.
is good. And
Yes.
like Yvette Roslyn said, good morning, Roslyn, Frugal, all of you all. Good morning, everybody. I'm a mama. Everybody's here.
Good morning.
Yvette, Karen Dickinson, everybody's here, and all those I can't see. Roslyn said, thoughts are things, going back to the very beginning, and she said, if you can think it, vision it, believe it, you can accomplish it.
That's
And
right.
Yvette said, I agree, the word but, when you were talking about the word but, is a
Mm-hmm.
negative connotation. And
Yes.
maybe, and she said the word but, and maybe, and
Oh
if,
yeah. And if
and
and
finish,
if
and
God and
finish.
God and if God is willing. What is that one? People say if God is willing. No, that's big. That's a big one. It's like, oh, God is not for you. Is against you. God is against us. No, God is always willing.
And like everybody does say, oh, I'll see you tomorrow if the Lord is willing. But see,
Exactly.
you speaking doom over yourself now, because
That's
then if the Lord
exactly.
is willing, remember the God of gods is also a God of you and the
Yes.
God in you. So if you know you want to live tomorrow, so then why say if the Lord is willing?
I know. That's a bad one. That means you may die. You think God's gonna you're gonna die because God may not be willing to keep you alive. That's awful.
Right,
That's awful.
right,
That's an
right.
awful statement.
Right, the Lord is willing. You be like, yeah, okay, I hope He willing. Like I hope like hell He willing. So
Exactly.
right, cause like I
Yeah.
had plans, especially like I see y'all on the boat. Like I had that cruise in May, and it was no such thing as if the Lord is willing. It's like the Lord is willing because the Lord had already allowed me to have money to go on this cruise.
That's exactly.
To go on this
That's right.
cruise. I didn't pay for it. I got it. He's definitely she it is definitely willing for me to be on this cruise. Because if it wasn't, I wouldn't have been
That's
there.
right.
And Yvette
You wouldn't have been
and
there.
Yvette and Yvette said, "Hey Rochelle," and Yvette said, she said, the word if, smallest word in the dictionary with the most defined.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say the
I
smallest
know.
word. Is the smallest word in the dictionary. Uh,
Yeah. It's
and
like
the biggest.
people when people are sick, if I can just get well, God, I know I can do this. No, get well and just do it now. Pray now.
Yeah,
Don't be begging God. Pray. Be still. Accept it, and then you'll get well. If I had enough money and I can do this, if I did, no, that if is awful.
right.
Right? If
If
I
I had enough money, I just need. I need. I just need. That's why I say, I know. I know. I don't have the items or the place that I need to have uh, for what I'm trying to do.
right,
But I'm gonna do what I'm doing regardless. I'm doing it from home,
yeah,
and I'm doing what I can do while I can do it until the time comes that the moment comes that I will receive the location,
right.
to continue on where I'm not doing what I'm doing, um, where I'm not doing what I'm doing. I'm trying to see where the hell is this thing taking me here. Uh,
So go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, until I can see. I was trying to see where this thing taking me here because I know where the hell the spot is going, but this thing is taking me somewhere. I'm trying to figure out why is it taking me down here. I still think I should have been going in the opposite direction and not this direction. But it knows something I don't know. It might be a street closure or something, which would not have allowed me to get through. So it's got me going backwards. So this
Oh
is
wow.
freaking me out. Right. It's got, well, yeah, I see now. Yeah. where I'm going, it's a lot of factories and a lot of stuff like that all around here. A lot of towers, ComEd, our electrical supplier.
Oh,
Yeah, so I got to get around all this. But the other way I was going to go, obviously, it must have been something that was not too copacetic. That does not. Yeah, see, it brought me in through the backside. It brought me in through the backside.
oh,
Okay.
okay. But you
Yeah.
you are
Let me
there.
see. I am here. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. For access to the facility, please use card reader or phone inbox. Okay, hold on, y'all. You continue to carry on with them.
Okay, I will. So going back to what I was talking about when at one point we were talking about how the purpose of meditation. So the meditation, everybody has a purpose in life, first of all. And there's so many things we can get involved in that sometimes we get distracted. So it's important for us to understand that when we go into meditation, we're going into meditation so we can get back on track. Guide me, give me wisdom, give me knowledge, help me to understand what I'm supposed to do, show me. All of those questions can be answered. So the purpose has, is our security, where we won't depend upon a job. It's like when people work all their lives, and then when they retire, they have a retirement fund or they have a social security fund, whatever they may have. Sometimes it's enough to keep them going on the same level that they were used to. Sometimes it's not. So it's really not a security. And then with what the way things are working or are going, they're saying Social Security is not going to be secured because it was designed to secure you when you get older. Of course, they have other IRAs and other retirement funds and retirements that you can get involved in and have. And some people do and some people don't. But the bottom line is this: the money's in the retirement funds and the Social Security is monies that are reinvested in companies. These companies can go bankrupt, so you can lose your Social Security. Our Social Security money is being used by the government for different things. That's why they're like saying, well, United States is in debt. We may not have a Social Security fund within the next 10 years, or et cetera. So where do we find security? The purpose for meditation is to be able to know that when you go in and connect with the spirit, your security is in the spirit. And unfortunately, which is a word I can stand to use, but unfortunately, we're neglecting that responsibility to invest in our divine, infinite security. We invest in Social Security. We have no choice. I mean, some people, deny, get exempt for whatever reason. And then when they turn 65, they realize they made a mistake or they have invested in another fund and they're fine. But the point is, we have to invest in our future. Meditation is investing in your future, in my future, in the now future. So when we meditate, let's keep a mind set on I'm meditating for a purpose. And my purpose is to be secured. It's to be secure in this world, to know that as long as I connect with the inner spirit, I have no worries. I will never be without, because God made everything, and everything that God made is here for us to use. My security is in the spirit within. So when we go into our meditation today, let's go into our meditation with the mindset on we know where our security lies. It lies within. And I
Exactly.
will,
Hold on, you
yeah,
guys. I want to get into this meditation. We're gonna have to do like maybe 10 minutes of it
that's,
because I do have to get inside.
that's
Um,
fine.
I am here. I'm actually on an interview.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm here now. Actually, oh
So let's get our meditation going. Let's do this
yes, yes.
because
Let me get parked and get in here for.
yeah, because it's knowing. It's like believing. Believe it, you know it. You know it enough to believe it. The same thing with the purpose of meditation. I know, I meditate because I have to connect. That's my only way of connecting with the inner spirit. And that is when I'm out of the way. That's when I'm still, I'm quiet, I'm listening. But we're going to do 3 deep breaths. Then we're going to do a short visualization, and we're going to use our imagination, create in your visualization, and we will say a few affirmations. And after the affirmations, we're going to let it all go within, and let it go and turn within, to listen, to be still, to be led, to receive guidance, to receive wisdom, to receive knowledge, and to feel the love of the infinite intelligence that's within us. So let me know when you're ready, Neela.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So let's close our eyes and let's take 3 deep breaths. 1 in, and try to hold it in. Hold it. Now let it out. Wow, I felt that. Sitting down doing this is not that easy when you're breathing. The second one, hold deep, 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 hold it. Breathe in. I'm sorry, breathe in. Keep breathing in. Keep holding it. Let it out. Now, when you do these deep breathing, take these deep, excuse me, take these deep breaths. Try to imagine your body being cleansed. Let's take the last one and imagine you're cleansing your organs. In, hold it, keep breathing. Hold it. Hold it. Okay, now let it out. Wow, that was really deep. Okay, so now I'm going to you mute your mic. We're gonna do the visualization. So keep your eyes closed and repeat after me. And you can visualize what you want while I'm talking. Create your job, create your whatever you want to create. Okay. Visualize your perfect, harmonious relationship. See yourself in the midst of that relationship. Whether it's a job relationship, whether it's having a good family relationship, just see the harmony, the peace between you and the other person or the other people, smiling at you, appreciating you, being kind to you, accepting you. As you sit in front of the other person, know that there's an infinite intelligence within that person that you are connected to. So don't let anything the other person say or does interfere with the peace and harmony of your connection with the spirit within. See the beginning, middle, and end. Getting the answer you want. The person telling you they appreciate you, that they will agree. Whatever it is, if you have an intimate relationship with this person, see them being kind and loving and considerate. If it's your family members that you've had conflict with, see that person coming to you, talking to you, apologizing, realizing that they made a mistake. They were judgmental and they had no right to judge you or to criticize you or to be mean to you. And smile and accept it. And let's move on to your imagination. If you want to imagine yourself being happy, receiving, imagine you're receiving. Have your hands out, receiving what you want. Say thank you, smile, thank you, and smile. You have to be in the midst of it. Feel the moment. Love it. Feel the joy and the peace. Get your emotions involved. Smile, cry, laugh, and sigh. Just be joyful and at peace. Now, our affirmation: I believe and I know I will receive. I believe and I know I will receive. I believe and I know that I will receive. Sing a song like that throughout the day. Doesn't matter who's around you. Sing it to yourself. You don't have to have a singing voice. I believe I can receive. I believe and I will receive. When you sing, it becomes a part of you, right? I believe. Change the way you your tone. I believe I receive. Just change it around because it's in you. But that's where it is. Say it with a smile. I believe in me. I believe I will receive. I believe it is mine now. Softly, gently, any kind of way. Personalize it. Make it your own. That's the key. Believing and making it yours. Making it your own. Now, let it go and receive. Listen. Speak, God, I'm listening. Speak, Spirit, I'm listening. Now let's let it go. Let's do our short meditation. Thank you. That's a magic word. When you wake up in the morning, give thanks for everything you have. When you go to bed, give thanks.
All the
Knowing
time.
all the time. Thank you
All
for this day. Yeah. I thank you, Neela. I thank you and your followers and your people that love you. That is awesome. You know, so beautiful.
this thing is.
Hmm.
I couldn't hear nothing you saying. Okay, I heard you. I read your
I
lips,
say
but
I give thanks for you and for the people that are listening to you and care. That is beautiful, you know. So we have so much to be thankful for,
and
and I hope you
I
try to
gotta
take
tell
them
you,
out.
I gotta be thankful, and I gotta get out of here because I gotta
I
get this
know.
to the door.
All right, no
I
problem.
got
Thank you again.
Carlington. Carlington is on board, and that's been my support. He has trained me on getting his background and all these platforms together. But Carlington just said, "Congratulations on reaching 1,000." Did I reach 1,000, Carlington, on what? Facebook or on YouTube? Last time I checked, it was only 500 on there, but that is amazing. Thank you,
That's
1,000
awesome.
subscribers.
Yes.
Hey, because I
See?
am going into training soon. Hey, Leslie, thank you. Yvette said, I got to say these real quick. Rosin said, I truly believe I was made in God's likeness, which means to me I can accomplish anything I put my mind to. The key
Hmm.
is to believe and to realize obstacles will arise. You just have to keep pushing. And,
That's
and
right.
Rosin said, you're no longer visual, Neela. Oh, now I could, okay. Yvette said, love is used loosely instead of its true meaning I was taught in church. It is used very loosely. And Collington said, good morning. Good morning, Colin. I've reached 1,130. Oh, my God.
Awesome.
Thank you,
That's
everybody.
awesome.
God bless you.
God
Thank you,
bless you.
Andrea. God
You're
bless all
welcome.
of you all. I'll see
Take
you all
care.
Monday
Okay.
morning, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time on In My Element with Neela. And Will, the plant-based beast, shall be back with us on Monday. God
Cool.
bless all of you
God
all.
bless
Have a
you.
great weekend. Remember, reach back and give back. Somebody needs your help. Somebody needs your smile. Another
Yeah.
thing, remember, God loves you. God loves me. God loves everybody under the tree and with a big back patty whack. Give your God some praise. Because God has kept us going all of these days. Boop, and in
Awesome.
that order. And don't
Signing
forget,
off. Peace and
pink
love.
gold hair grease. If your scalp is itching, wash it before you condition. Everybody, I'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.